歡迎收睇美國專訊。自從美國喺1972年第一個婦女擔任猶太教拉比之後咧，已經有幾百名婦女擔任呢個職務。我哋嘅記者最近採訪咗其中一位，佢亦係第一個擔任拉比嘅華裔美國人。下邊係有關嘅介紹。
When people think rabbi, they are often thinking of an old man with a big old beard. And that's never what I'm going to be. I'm Rabbi Jacqueline Mates-Mushin, and I'm the senior rabbi at Temple Sinai in Oakland, California, and I am the first Chinese American rabbi. Rabbis are, the word means teacher. What does it mean to be an insider? What does it mean to be Jewish? What is that experience of it? If we go back as far as we can, nobody can think of anybody who was ever a rabbi. It's not a family tradition. I grew up in San Francisco. My parents are both physicians. My mom's an OBGYN, my dad's a psychiatrist. My mom converted to Judaism before my parents were married. I have 4 siblings, so we have a very big family. My father's family also escaped Nazi Europe. They were in Vienna. And so that family story was very significant to us and was a huge part of our understanding of who we are. We all celebrated becoming bar and bat mitzvah when we were 13. There were line dancers at every single one of our bar bat mitzvah celebration. All the symbols that represented us were there. We didn't have a lot of other families that had the same kind of makeup as ours, but because we were a large group, I think that also just helped us to feel like we had our own mini tribe and our way of doing things. My favorite Jewish food, I would say, is matzo ball soup. And my favorite Chinese food is chicken feet, which was one of my favorite things when we would go out to dim sum. We celebrate 3 New Years. Jewish New Year's, Rosh Hashanah, is usually in the fall, the early fall. And then, of course, we have January 1st, and then we have Chinese New Year's. What is it like in terms of just encouraging people to be authentic to who they are and connected to Judaism and connected to all aspects of, their heritage and things like that? It's a big responsibility. It's a humbling. It's an honor in a lot of ways. A lot of people also come to me to talk about how do we make sure that our kids understand where they come from. And that's where I just feel so fortunate about the way that my parents had modeled that for me. Things don't have to be at odds. They don't have to be clashing. It's actually a really special way to go through life, to understand that that you fit in many places. My being Chinese and Jewish is very much a product of my being an American, that my parents, right, in the 60s at UC Berkeley, that enables me to be here. If you ask me what feels like it outweighs one or the other, being Chinese or Jewish, I couldn't answer. Truth is, if there's any one identity that probably stands out the most, it's probably being American.
洛杉磯一個亞裔社區正在提供免費課程，教授自衛術。下邊係記者蘇柏吉嘅報導。阿海咪對免費自衛課程感到興趣，呢啲課程係由專業人士喺洛杉磯泛太平洋公園自願教授嘅。佢希望呢啲招數喺必要嘅時候會有所幫助，因為好多亞洲人已經成為咗暴力目標。
So if we get attacked, we have to know how to fight back. We have to know the techniques, and we have to know how to protect ourselves.
蓋莎係單親母親，曾經受過性侵犯。蓋莎好似阿海咪一樣，希望學習自衛係先發制人嘅第一步。
I don't want to have to ever be in that position where I have to learn how to protect my own life if I'm being attacked. But obviously, because of the world we live in, it's unfortunately a reality for all people, especially now for Asian, especially for women. Women are always, we're always going to be vulnerable for attacks.
Even with my arms, I can still do this. I can grab and squeeze.
薩布麗娜同亞歷山德拉自願教授自衛術，雖然佢哋唔係亞洲血統，但係佢哋認為利用自己嘅專業知識去幫助其他人打擊針對亞洲人嘅暴力行為，呢一點好重要。
And I think as an ally, if you're not Asian yourself, but you see someone being attacked that's Asian or of any race, if you know self-defense, you could intervene. You could have the confidence to tell that person harassing them, like, hey, stop bothering that person.
導師話：佢哋將會繼續為亞裔美國人社區提供呢一類課程，希望佢哋能夠使到公眾有能力抵抗日益增加嘅歧視性攻擊。記者蘇柏吉、洛杉磯報導。多謝收睇美國專訊，下次節目時間再見。